short video training module on how to get long-term, reoccurring consulting clients. I think this is pretty much what every consulting firm in the world would like, is reoccurring clients that you don't have to sell over and over again. They're coming back to you every month, every quarter, every year, that you can work with for a long time. That is ideal for many reasons. It's easier to work with people that way. It costs less money to work with clients you already have, less marketing, more just delivering value, which is probably why your consulting firm was started. And really, the 3 tips I'm going to provide here are things that I know work because I've put them in place firsthand, or I've worked at consulting firms that did these things, and I saw it generate directly new reoccurring consulting clients. So a few of these might have heard before, but worst case, it's a review of some fundamentals that cannot be stressed enough. If you haven't watched our video on getting your consulting clients addicted to your great level of service and your genuine value you provide, that's also another great video related to this topic. So you might want to make sure and watch that one as well. So here are the 3 ideas. First idea is leaving the company better off than when you got there. Some consultants go in and they fix a problem, and because they want to be in demand in the future, they leave the problem and they take all the systems with them. They take their Excel spreadsheets, their Word document templates, their checklists, their binders. They don't leave the client with anything to help them manage the project on an ongoing basis, because they have maybe a scarcity mentality and they want that client to come back to them and hire them again, and kind of force the client to hire them or someone else again. And it's going to cost the company a lot to figure out what was going on, how they could replicate the work the consultants used to do while they were paying those highly paid consultants. Well, the better way, and I think the more ethical way to go about this, is actually setting up systems so that the projects almost run themselves, and you could stick almost any human in the cog in a wheel, and basically have them follow a checklist, have them follow a system, have them walk through a binder, and then the project can be managed on an ongoing basis after you've left as a consultant. If you can do that, it helps in 2 ways. First of all, it's going to help those clients respect you more, because when you leave, it won't be a disaster, so they won't leave with a bad taste in their mouth. Also, it's going to help because when you go to new clients, you'll have better references from your old clients. When you go to the new clients, you can say, look at these specific words they used in their reference, and look at the service we offer. Here are templates that we leave you with when we're done. So when we're done, you're not calling us the next month and paying us another $60,000 to re-explain how we did things while we were here. When we leave, the systems are going to be in place, the checklists are in place, and with just half a day of training, somebody can be 100% up to speed on how to do this work. And if you'd like, we can record that video training so multiple people could watch it at different times in different locations. You don't have to hire us to say it over and over again to your different departments. So anyways, that can be really valuable for the client, and people respect that, and that anyone who's hired a consultant more than once or twice will look for those types of things. The second tip here is to make sure that you have whole systems and solutions to provide to your clients. Some consultants say, I charge an hourly rate, let's see what the problem is, I'll help you solve it. Other clients will come in and say, we have the software component of the solution, we have service plan to keep this updated every quarter, that's very affordable, and then we have an implementation plan, so we can help you in multiple fronts, and you can work with us in 1 way, 2 ways, or all 3 ways. Tell them what the most popular way to work together is, tell them what the whole package solution way of working together is, and what maybe package discount is available if they do work together that way. For example, if they use your software and your implementation consulting, maybe the quarterly updates are free for that first year and a half while you're already consulting with them. You're not going to charge them extra for those quarterly updates. Those start 2 months or 6 months after the engagement is over. So that can be really valuable, and just kind of think outside the box of not just consulting services, but what about training, what about video content, what about webinars, what about software, what about their annual conference? How could you add more value long-term on a quarterly or annual basis so you can work with them for years instead of just months? The last tip here is to try to figure out reoccurring revenue services and systems as much as possible. Typically, this can work well if it's a monthly or quarterly retainer. A quarterly retainer that is low enough that they'll want to pay it to keep you close to them and have your expertise keep coming in, but not so low that your knowledge is not valued and they don't even take the time to meet with you, because eventually they'll just cancel that quarterly invoice and not pay it, and you'll be done working with them. Another tip is to develop some sort of software service or a compliance solution or audit of what you've done to make sure it's being implemented correctly, and you can show, hopefully, that by doing a monthly or quarterly or annual audit that you're going to save them a lot of money, because that audit is going to make sure that things are done right and there isn't a lot of waste within the organization. Typically, the larger the organization or more profitable, the more worried they'll be about waste and cost reduction. So that can be very effective with some clients. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. Again, the 4 tips were to watch the Addictive Client video that we created, leave the place better off than when you got there, think in whole packages or whole systems of solutions, and then also just think really creatively, what possible reoccurring revenue streams could you put in place so that you can work with clients over many, many years instead of many months. So hope you enjoyed this video. This is businesstraining.com, where you can earn master's level qualifications to help you make more money.